Phoenix Suns look fucking legit, but Henry brought something up. They turned the ball over way too much. There was a couple of times where the Golden State Warriors looked like the better coached team and like more competent, and then
That's because they are.
Phoenix Phoenix Suns just whipped out their foot long cock and let it touch the ground, and they're just like, "What's up? It's the rooster."
Is that a Alice in Chains reference, or is that just
No, the Love Guru. You didn't watch the Love Guru,
Oh.
obviously.
Yeah. Well, that's also
you didn't watch it. You were
Alice in
supposed to
Chains
watch
song.
it yesterday.
It's a really good song. Yeah, I told you I don't like Michael Myers, so I actually probably won't ever see that movie.
You're missing out. Justin Timberlake is the villain.
See, that's cool because he killed it in
Yeah, dude.
Social
you
Network.
Don't realize this movie sparked Justin Timberlake's like mid 2000, early 2010s acting run.
He had a great run.
It's Lelouch. He plays a French guy from Montreal. He's a Montreal Canadian.
He could kill that.
Yeah, dude, I'll tell you, Justin Timberlake makes the movie. And Jessica Alba's in the movie.
Actually, I like Jessica Alba.
Dude, I'd suck a fart out of Jessica Alba's today.
There's somebody I know that looks just like your girlfriend, like at like a bar or something. Oh yeah, it's a bar. It's a bar like 10 minutes away. I've never met your girlfriend. I'm telling you, dude, it's identical. I don't know why that.
The bartender,
Can't remember what we were talking about.
Patron, I don't know who at the bar.
Yeah, the bartender, like
a big version of my girlfriend, or like a small boob, like my girlfriend.
I could not tell you her boob size.
Who?
But
my girlfriend's or this person?
Just feels like really weird to say.
Would you say her mom gave that bartender a decent set of bosoms?
I have no idea. I genuinely don't know.
Well, you are useless to me, sir.
19 turnovers for the Suns, 11 for the Lakers. Devin Booker with 6, and Drew Eubanks with 3 were the main culprits of the lack of ball security last night.
All right, thank you for that. And you know what? Joseph Nurkic
is
going to be a liability on defense.
We got to get Henry as a webcam on here.
We do. I'm excited for that. I feel weird talking about
Okay, yeah, because
my voice just like emerges from above. I hope so soon.
Yeah, sorry.
But he's like God. He just comes in. Webcam. We have the webcam. I had to buy some additional parts, like a USB extension and shit, that should be all delivered today or tomorrow. So by the end of this week, Henry will be on the show. We got his microphone arm set up. He's set up over there.
Good. Yeah. I actually don't know how Golden State was in this game. Can we get a fact check on here? I believe they shot like 35% from the field. And that three percentage number could not have been higher than 32%. No way. Steph played horrible. Klay Thompson played horrible. What do all of us Warriors?
Can we talk about Klay Thompson is supposed to be on a revenge best season ever. That was the worst start to a season I've ever seen Klay Thompson have.
I sell that take of his. Dude, they look terrible in general. I don't even know how. I can't believe
second quarter.
Third quarter. Yeah, what was it? First and third quarter, or second and third?
61-58, and then fucking Phoenix went on like a 15-point run.
Yeah, Phoenix controlled like the whole first half. I forget which quarter Golden State did well, and I don't know if it was the first or second.
I think it was the third because they came out hot out the game, tied this game. I even think they took a 3-point lead, and then fucking Phoenix went on like a 15-2 run and took it to like 63-80 or some shit like that. It was absurd.
It was indeed a 21-point advantage for Golden State in the third quarter. It's the only quarter they won on the night.
Yeah, they put up like 40 or something. That was the only good quarter they played all night.
They did look really good that quarter.
Uh,
Like Kevon Looney was touching God for 5 minutes.
Kevon Looney's, I think, a perfect representation of the word underrated. But
When you search up underrated, there's no definition. There's a picture of Kevon Looney.
It's Kevon Looney in his 82 games that he plays every single year.
What happened to Kevon Harris?
15 rebounds in the playoffs. But the thing about
Weird
Golden State
issues
is
right now.
Huh?
Weird knee issues right now. Knee soreness, but he's been out for like a month.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's weird. There's no diagnosis. Kevon Harris. This is someone who's irrelevant to Golden State / the main landscape of the league. But to junkies, Kevon Harris, thick guy, can yam it.
But the Warriors will figure it out, especially once Dre comes back. I still think they need another. They're going to get out rebounded all the time, just like they did last season. But
do you think Draymond's gay if he wants Dwight Howard to come?
Does he actually want Dwight?
Yeah, Chris Paul. Do you think they want like threesome tummy?
They could use
between Chris
they could
Paul
use
and
Dwight.
Dre?
I don't know if I'd want Dwight with all this stuff going on, but he did win. He was vital in the championship run for the Lake Show. But
is this why they didn't sign him?
No, it's because he's like 36 or whatever. But
I don't think he's playing.
Golden State will be just fine. Obviously, Jonathan Kuminga fouls everybody every possession of the game. By the way,
dude, Moses Moody's better than Jonathan Kuminga.
Chris Paul
he went good last night.
Warriors uni looks unbelievable, but it's going to take all these guys time to play with Steph Curry. Steph Curry needs the ball in his hand as well. This is why Chris Paul needs to come off of the bench. I remember we've talked about this many a times. I don't understand the logic at all for Chris Paul starting once Draymond Green comes back.
He's not supposed to start. They said that Draymond Green, when he comes back, Chris Paul will move to the bench.
Thank God, because Steph Curry is good off ball, but he doesn't. Steph Curry because how he plays on ball. So like, I don't need Chris Paul's old ass carrying the ball.
Free throw.
Jonathan Kuminga's ass missed both free throws.
That's Jonathan Kuminga as well. His fucking ass.
The Suns, I think the bench was quite well. Kevin Durant, as always, disappeared when it mattered most, but Devin Booker. It's funny because I watch the Phoenix Suns play basketball every single year, especially in the fourth quarter. I tweeted it. All they do is run pick and roll ISO offense. Like there's the players, the other players, other than Devin Booker / Kevin Durant, whoever's the ball on your Nurkic, everybody else is just standing there. And it's just not going to work. And Bradley Beal does nothing to change their pick and roll offense, ISO ball offense in the fourth quarter. And this is why they lost last year. And this is why they won't do anything. And it's just night and day difference from watching Golden State. But at the end of the day, you got to make your shots and you got to.
First off,
I thought it was funny.
I think Phoenix, even though they have their flaws, they showed with Bradley Beal, Devin Booker. I mean, Devin Booker also looks like he should be a cast member of the Trailer Park Boys with that beard. Please shave that shit. But besides that, Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, they've shown that they're too top heavy for most teams in the league. But I do agree the pick and roll. Dude, I honestly think Jusuf Nurkic is a problem. We talked it all offseason that we were going to be scared that his foot speed, not all offseason, but since the trade happened, that his foot speed defensively was going to be bad. Dude, I saw him multiple times get burnt and like go like this to catch the guy, like running behind him basically. And I was like, this can't be real. Like you're literally watching him chase the guy blown by, like him like slowly walking like that. And you're just like, okay, they're legit going to have to find somebody who's going to be able
welcome to what Portland fans said since the trade happened. But he looked good on offense.
No, he looked great. He did take too many possessions, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, he's not domination. So, yeah. But even when Bradley Beal comes back, they're gonna struggle. But they're not gonna struggle in the regular season because Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant, and Devin Booker, even though they're running ISO pick and roll offense, they're still Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, and Kevin Durant. So, like we saw last night,
They didn't
the other
really
team
run
still has to
Jordan Goodwin last
execute.
night. Henry
Jordan
Williams-
Goodwin, when he played, did phenomenal in the second half. I mean,
Can we
the
hear
dude
the
was
point guards?
phenomenal.
Or guards who played last night?
Jordan Goodwin played 14 minutes. Eric Gordon, 32. He was really bad. He looked all right,
Eric
but
Gordon.
couldn't buy a shot.
Yeah, Eric Gordon had a couple plays.
Ash. He
Yeah, I thought
takes
he moved well.
he takes threes from nowhere where he should be. Like if he was Klay Thompson or Kevin Durant or Steph Curry, I'd say yeah, sure, take
You
it.
were
But like
huge Eric
he
Gordon fan
takes-
when he was on your team. Now he's not on your team anymore.
Dude,
He
he's
doesn't
like-
shit.
I haven't seen Eric Gordon smile in like 5 years.
Maybe longer.
He always looks pissed off. He always looks like
Yeah.
he doesn't want to be where he is, and like he takes the worst shots in the world sometimes. But yeah,
But
like
what's interesting about those threes is that like the analytics revolution thinks they're like gravitational. Like the floor is spread so much further. Like people value that he's a deep bomber.
Really?
yeah, well, they
Yeah.
can enjoy.
Like
They can
statistically,
have
he's a
fun.
good player.
It is a trait that people value. I don't really know like how much of an advantage it actually creates or if it like is measured, but
Wait,
that's part of the like people like Trey Murphy for the same reason that he really bombs away from like super far. So you got to respect him or like step out there, you know, like he theoretically is a spacing enabler because he shoots such deep threes even.
The thing with
Someone-
Eric is like, I feel like opposing teams are like, oh, you're like 5 feet below, you're like 5 feet past the 3-point line. Like you can take that if you want it.
Mhm.
Like I don't know if anybody's really biting on Eric Gordon taking a 40-footer. That's probably not the right number, but
But you're right.
Yeah.
There definitely is a like a fine line where he's just like missing deep threes and they're bad positions and you don't have to guard him.
yeah. But he'll have a night where he makes those and he shoots 5 or 8 from downtown. It's like, dude, Eric Gordon's a difference maker on the Suns. And I wish him best of luck. It's just like it frustrated me so much, especially in the end of his Rockets. He's a drive killer. When he was with Houston, he was a huge drive killer because he's a shooter and shooters are going to shoot. But some of the shot selection in Houston was like better shots.
So I just got a
exist.
message from my group chat. We took a video. We like made like a food truck video, and I was the one who had to film like a lot of this. I mean, I did interviews and stuff, but like I was the only one who was an idiot with the camera and knows like how to utilize cameras. I can't wait till my lights come in because if I go into the light, I look like I'm a rapture and I'm gonna go to heaven soon. But if I step out in the light, I look like I'm Bane. I'm like, I grew up in the darkness. I was barely a man once I finally saw the light. But like, that's not here nor there. But what I was talking about is we did this food truck and I took the videos, and like it'll be interesting to see where it goes. We got free food though, so it was worth it. Let's get right back into it. I think the problem with the Phoenix Suns, no point guard. All right, there's no one, the whole ISO thing, they can't run sets because they don't have a guy who's going to fucking run the sets. B.
Koji.
Who?
Koji?
Shut the fuck up. Lakoi.
Why can't he run sets? Why
He's
can't
a
he?
fucking wing.
Why can't he set a screen off ball? That's all I need. Give me one off ball screen.
It's
Give me
more in the
one
sense
cut.
that I need someone to come up in the half court, be able to signal a guy to set up, off ball screens like you're saying, and then
They
be
don't
able
do it.
to make the right reads and not only run, there's no problem running pick and rolls, but when you run a pick and roll and you're just running a pick and roll, you're predictable. But if you're running a pick and roll and you're using it to distract the defense, to open up something else, then that's when you're using the pick and roll right. And that's just not what this team has.
Yeah, they don't do that.
The
They've
foresight.
never done. They've done that with. It's just.
They haven't done that since Chris Paul's first season.
Yeah, I was trying to even think of like the last time I saw it from the Sun, but
I think that was also Monty Williams' fault.
yeah, it's just like the thing is, I get it, and we saw it in the final minute. I was I laughed when I saw somebody I know tweet, man, Devin Booker did a great job playmaking in that game. I'm like, yeah, maybe the last possession, but
it's clutch. 2 big clutch assists at the end of the game.
It's
Who?
in the last Booker.
Who was it?
But in the last
Book was
minute,
on fire.
In the last minute, it makes sense because like teams are going to creep up and they're going to throw a double team at the pick or whatever, and then you'll have guys like Josh open and whatever. But it's just I can't watch. I mean, it honestly reminds me